This is one of the most popular enthusiast gaming keyboards on Amazon, but today I have a simple question. Is it better to buy the pre-built or is it better to build it yourself? Welcome to episode 1 of Buy vs. Build, Keyboard Edition. I have 30 minutes, starting now. Now, I've built a lot of gaming PCs over the years, and usually that is a smart move. But as someone who's built half a mechanical keyboard in my life, I'm gonna need a lot of help. So I'm gonna use the AI to do my research for me. All right, so Bing is telling me I need a keyboard case, PCB, switch mounting plate, mechanical switches, stabilizers, keycaps, USB cable, and a screwdriver. I could just go with this now. All right, so let me just look up the first one here. So can I get the EPO maker? Bing found it, I literally one click. Oh wait, is it in stock? Oh, it's a pre-order! No, okay. So this is what I was afraid of. You don't just go and order what you need. You will pre-order something and it may take a month, it may take 6 months, it may take 9 months or 12 months before your components come in. Now, Drop, previously known as Mass Drop, they're a little bit more, I would say, of a mainstream brand. Mechanical keyboards, oh, DIY kits, okay, yes. So here's the thing, I conceptually know what I'm doing, which is a little different than actually knowing what I'm doing. So I want tactile switches. Okay, so Bing was telling me that I would like the Holy Pandas. Good Lord! I'm over $230 just by throwing enough key switches in. Wow. This is so much more complicated than I thought. $105 just for my switches? Maybe I don't need Holy Pandas. Maybe I need crappy pandas. Can I get cheap switches, please? What are cheap switches? Yeah, speeds. There we go. How many is this? 35 unit. Okay, I'm doing this one instead. I don't even know if these are good. I'm just gonna do these instead. Okay, I'm up to $174. All right. What else do I need? So I need keycaps. Why are they so expensive? Should I go to Etsy? Okay, I'm gonna go to Etsy. Oh my God, they've got Squirtle and a keycap. Okay, like one extra keycap is fine, right? These are actually not terrible. Oh, these are kind of nice, actually. The only thing is they're white. So my keyboard is just gonna be black with white keycaps and a blue Squirtle. Over 300, wait, I'm at $294 plus another, how much for my Squirtle keycap? Another $35. Wow, this is so expensive. This video is sponsored by headphones.com. A few months ago, we took a look at these, the Focal Batiste. Holy These are high-end audiophile headphones that also rock active noise cancellation, and look, there are a ton of specs, but ultimately, they sound incredible. Focal are famous for their audiophile-grade speaker drivers, which deliver impressive clarity without sacrificing punchiness even over Bluetooth. But what makes the Batiste even more special is the USB DAC mode, which takes sound quality to another level, even beyond the 3.5mm jack, which is of course on board. Just plug into your device via USB-C and you get crispy, high-res audio with minimal latency, something that's really helpful for me when I use these to edit video, like the video I'm editing right now. The Batiste also has a sleek design that takes inspiration from Focal's passive closed-back line, but with the addition of a logo that lights up. The headband and yoke structure are made out of lightweight but sturdy materials like magnesium, not to mention the incredible quality thanks to them being built in the Focal factory in France. If you're ready for a serious audio upgrade, you're in luck because the Batiste are currently on sale for 20% off their regular price at headphones.com. I would act quick though, the sale only runs through this Sunday, June 18th. Definitely be sure to check them out at the link in the description. And of course, huge thank you to headphones.com for sponsoring this video. So this is the Razer Huntsman V2, which is currently available on Amazon for $200, which is a lot of money for a keyboard. But when you come to the high end of this stuff, $200 is a drop in the bucket compared to what you can spend if you're really motivated. So there are a few things going for the Razer Huntsman V2. So you do have access to easily swap out your keycaps. So if all you're looking for is to buy a nice pre-built keyboard and maybe you want to tweak it with a couple of additional keycaps, you can do that very easily. But the real advantage, in my opinion, with building a keyboard is to fully make it your own. The build quality, the fit and finish, the sound, you can do so much to not only change the switches and the actual board, but also every minute detail along the way to make sure it is exactly the way you want. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that this is an easy process. And again, I've only really built like one keyboard in the past, but I also am very enthusiastic about using keyboards. I love it, and it's something that I want to learn more about. So for this video, you can almost kind of treat me as like the average enthusiast who wants to get into this, who's just trying to decide, should I go out and buy the pre-built, which is well-reviewed, is very solid, that I'll be very happy with, or should I strike out on my own, walk into the wild, dark abyss of not knowing how to do it yourself, and come out the other side a changed man? Only one way to find out.
This is where I get to judge your tastes.
I am not gonna be judged by anyone who's wearing that hat. So I'm just saying, if you're wearing that hat, I'm not gonna accept your judgment. My base is the tried and true drop control. I acknowledge that this is maybe not the world's most impressive base, but hear me out. It was the only thing I could actually get in stock that was not months back ordered. Let's take a look at the keyboard that I have to work with, starting out with my drop control. So this is the base of my keyboard. Now, importantly, this is exactly what I was looking for when it comes to the TKL layout, which is my preferred way of typing. You'll see it's really very, very basic. So it is all metal. Sounds maybe a little hollow.
That's my biggest complaint with it.
So these are my Kale copper switches. So these are specifically the speed coppers. Now, I ordered these because as a budding keyboard enthusiast, I relied on my good buddy, Bing, to tell me what would be good. And Bing said that these are great.
Wait, hold on. So you, Austin Evans.
Yep.
Tech YouTuber.
Yes, that's me.
Who has a lot of friends.
Lots of friends.
You know, in the creator space.
I didn't call any of them.
That, yes, that they've definitely built a lot of keyboards before. Did you not think to?
No, because, Ken, I'm trying to make this an informative video, and not everyone can just call up random Frank P and ask for his opinion.
But they can watch him.
I'm not gonna watch videos. You think I'm gonna do research for this? I used the power of AI to guide me to the promised land. So these are my switches.
Oh, those actually sound pretty nice.
It's pretty good, right?
So, speed switches.
Speed.
Yeah, speed.
I am speed.
Actually,
I'm Lightning McQueen. I'm speed.
The actuation is higher up, so the press happens way higher. Are you lubing switches?
Oh!
Are you lubing switches?
How funny you mentioned that that is actually going to happen. So I've got myself some Crytox 22, I read it upside down, 205, the very famous lubricant that Bing told me was popular and that I've heard of before, so I know it must be good. And I got an entire random kit of tools off of Amazon.
I'm surprised you're not using Vaseline.
That's the scuff version of this video. This is not building a keyboard on hard mode. If I was doing that, I would be soldering. But soldering is scary because it's hot and it smokes a little bit, and I don't like soldering because I'm not very good at it. But instead, if I wanted to say install this switch, it would be very straightforward. All I would need to do is line it up, and then I just go, boom. And then if I had a keycap, which I don't have here, I just do this. I've got my keyboard deck. I have a wide variety of speedy switches. I also have my lubricants, but what I'm missing is all the other accoutrements to complete this setup, which is where my keycaps come in. These are black and white, super high quality keycaps. Well, I will say I'm not a massive fan of the font. It looked a little different online. So it's a very sort of complex shape when you look at it from the top. So it kind of scoops up, and then it's very much sort of like a scoopy little boy, where it captures your fingertip, and it's just so I've got all of my keycaps here. Oh wait, oh I'm stupid. Oh, I don't have all my keycaps because there's one more. The piece de résistance, my friend.
The piss?
That's what I heard.
The piece?
What?
The piece de résistance. Behold, my friends, the one keycap that is going to pull this entire build together. Oh, okay.
Is this how you propose to Karen?
Yes, with a little Squirtle keycap. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. Now, is this the most expensive single item in this video? Oh, I think it was. And did this take weeks and weeks to show up from Etsy? Sure did, but this is such a cool little thing. So you can see if you get really close, it is a full 3D little Squirtle on what looks to be like, I don't know, like the ocean floor or something. So I believe it's all acrylic, and oh my God.
Wait, so okay, so how much did that cost you?
Don't worry about it. Let's try this guy out. Let's try this guy out. And now, oh, look at that! I'm basically done. But one thing I'm missing, and as everyone knows, if your keyboard is not on a desk mat, you're not a gamer, and you're gonna be asked to leave. Which is why I purchased this. It is a Bitwit! Bitwit! Noted friend of the channel, Kyle Bitwit.
That's his name.
His name is Mr. Bitwit. Fun fact, last time I hung out with Kyle, he had to give me a ride because I got my car towed. So I paid him back by buying one of his desk mats, which are available at the link in the description at bitwit.tech. He can give me a discount though, I paid full price for this. In all seriousness though, if you're gonna go as in-depth as building your own keyboard, you should try to put it on some kind of slightly softer surface. Ooh, that's nice, look at that! Now my friends, it's time to cue the music and begin the keyboard building montage. Let me show you how to properly lube a switch. Take it from a guy who learned how to do this 10 minutes ago. So I have this little jig, little form, little template to pop my switch out. So I'm just gonna line it up and then just push it and it comes loose. So there are a few pieces inside of the switch. So there's the outer plastic piece, there's the little stemmy guy, there's a spring, and then there is the base. This is the actual where the metal touches to form the actual connection. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get a little bit of lube on my tiny brush. So I'm gonna just lube around that little center post. Now I'm going to lube the spring, because obviously I want it to be springy. Got my spring. And next I'm gonna do my little stem, my stab, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to call these things. I'm gonna reassemble this, making sure that I don't do it backwards, because I did that the first time and I accidentally got my key stuck and it wouldn't open. And then the whole thing goes together like this. And now I will go ahead and insert it into my keyboard. I am doing the less important keys first, so in case I learn that I want way more lube or something, I can still tweak and tune the ones that are actually important. But if I line this up, there we go. Oh, that's not bad. I've got 6 down and 81 to go. I think what that means is I'll see you tomorrow when I'm done looping all my switches. Behold, my friends, the ultimate keyboard experience for ultimate aural bliss. Let's plug this in and see it come to life for the first time. Woo! All right, let's get started. Okay, ready and woo. I will say, man, that spacebar sounds bad. Ugh, okay. I'm happy with how this went, but if I were to do it again, or if I had some more time and maybe a few extra bucks, there's some changes I would make. But I'm not gonna tell Ken any of that. Oh, hello there. Hi, friend. Have you come to see what the future of keyboard gaming is like? I'm still preparing, but if you'd like to take a look, I can give you a tour right now. Okay. So here's the one-size-fits-all option. It's a Razer thing. You can try it, not important. Or you could experience the world's most unique keyboard, specifically designed by a true artist known as Austin Cornelius Evans.
That's your middle name?
That's actually not it. I just made that up, but it sounded funny, and I'm just gonna confidently continue to talk directly into the camera.
I haven't looked at the Huntsman in a long time, and I certainly haven't tried the V2, but that does sound pretty good.
You know, if you're a pleb who just wants to use a regular keyboard.
That spacebar is a little better than it was
You
before,
know what?
too.
No, I don't think that's, I think you just need more character in your spacebar, which is why I have engineered my spacebar to be full of character. And
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna go down.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's creamy. I like it.
It's the first time I've heard that.
Very creamy.
So that's my character. So see, I'm personally a fan of when I hit the space bar, I want you to know it. I want everyone in the room to know.
You didn't work on the stabs.
Go ahead,
try.
But I got to
compare
type his GG up. Feel free to type away and experience some oral bliss.
I need a wrist rest too, but no. Okay. The rattling reverberates so much that it messes with my head a little bit. Like, I think you did good with everything that didn't have a stab in it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I didn't know what stabs were.
I could tell. But luckily enough, if you really did want to go and improve this to use it daily, you actually can just go on Amazon here. Like, these are the ones that I bought, the Durock V2, because they were available for next day shipping. Literally, I mounted this to my board, which to be fair, I don't know what kind of stabs are in here specifically because it's been a while, but I think you can actually put these in the control or at least some kind of alternative stab.
You've experienced oral bliss. Why don't you try the Razer and give your thoughts on that?
So here's the thing, there is some pinging, but it's not as bad as yours. While this might not be the best purchase for 200 bucks, if this is cheaper than the board that you built, this one.
Well, it's cheaper anyway.
Hold on. Wait. We have some added value. There we go.
You just double the value of that keyboard with that super cool Squirtle switch. If we were having this conversation 5, maybe even 3 years ago, I think pre-built keyboards were decent, but the thing is they've gotten so much better. So, speaking of
this one.
Oh, dude.
So this is the Nuphy Halo 75. I almost forgot the name of it because
there's a lot of Nuphy keyboards.
There are a lot of Nuphy keyboards, but this guy is absolutely nuts. So we spent about 150, 160 bucks on this. It's pre-built. This thing sounds amazing. And it's all done in the factory. Lubing, like all of like the stabs are perfect. Like
even the print quality of the keycaps of like the lettering and stuff looks so nice.
Nuphy is on a whole other game with their keyboards. Look, here, listen to this, right?
So good. So what's your opinion then? Do you think it's better to buy or to build?
If you're willing to commit to research and really finding what your preference is and maybe a little bit of trial and error.
And thousands of dollars on buying random things on Kickstarter that may or may never show up.
Not necessarily. I think that you can build a pretty decent keyboard for less than 200 bucks. But you have to make some compromises along the way. And you also need to do some research.
Less than how much? 200 bucks?
200 bucks. This is more than 200 bucks? 300 bucks?